forward, we can look at if there are people interested in authorities and they do have the qualifications, maybe having some turnover, because I think it is a good point. You know, it's always, do we have, just in politics even, term limits, or do we have people be in politics forever? And that's, you know, a very important and you know, varied kind of issue, I think, to deal with. And I think we do the same thing here. We have the importance of the experience of the people on the authorities, but yet also new blood is important. So I think it's a balancing act. Again, I'm going to support Mr. Cantelmi, and maybe just in the future we just need to look at if there's people, again, equally as qualified that can bring experience and qualifications to the table. Thank you.
I think Ms. Crampton-Smith brings up an interesting point. If you're going to have term limits for some of these boards, I'm open to that conversation. It feels a bit arbitrary to pick and choose which boards and how long someone can serve before they're selected, as they've been around for too long and we need new blood. So I would support this administrative order this evening and support this nomination of Mr. Cantelmi. However, I am open to the idea, the conversation about term limits, but I don't want to be picking them as they come up, but have a policy in place that maybe the administration supports or that City Council can get on board with to say that this is the path forward. But to pick and choose feels a bit unfair to the folks who have volunteered their time and energy to serve on these boards.
Sure. I'll be happy to talk about that. I think the authorities and boards and commission that wield the power of the purse, whether it's leveraging money for new garages or deciding who gets a CRIS benefit, those are the ones where we need to pay particular scrutiny. So that is why I personally felt the way I do about the parking authority. The Bethlehem Authority, I think there is room in there for new people to come on board. It is an environmentally sensitive area, and I do think that there's a place for community advocates to be involved there. But the main authorities, boards, and commissions I feel deserve this type of scrutiny are the ones that have the power of the purse.
Understood. Again, I think that serves to the point of having a conversation if we're going to, about term limits potentially and where those would apply, whether those are, as you say, on some of the higher profile boards and authorities based on maybe the budget and the impact, or that's for every board and authority in order to allow for, you know, maximum input by the citizens of Bethlehem. Clerk, please call the